Hello and welcome back, guys, to the finals of SMC International presents INNO3D Champions League powered by EliXiR eSports. It's your caster Adi, I'm sorry, and it's a match between the TheRADSyndicates and the Blaze eSports to the final. And they have been really good teams this whole tournament, and TheRADSyndicates actually fighting against the last team in the losers final bracket and just coming back as a wildcard entry to face off against Blaze Esports again in these finals, and Blaze Esports looks extremely ready. And overall, in this eco round, the first round itself, they are buying those nades and ready to stack those nades if necessary. 15 seconds left on the clock to begin the match right here, in Blaze Esports looking completely ready with Marzel fresh out of the box again, and Paradox, the exceptional player, the Fire that's in the TheRADSyndicate team is back as well. Today we are gonna have an amazing match right here between these two, and Marzel and SK Rossi seems to be pushing onto A immediately on Squeaky Marzel, and on Hut out of two players. SK Rossi pushing up right onto side, gets the pick onto Vision, gets another one. Marzel closing down one. SK Rossi also getting in Slayer, might be able to get one tap, and Ghost Verify taking down SK Rossi. Can he get more? He should probably be able to pick out Rossi or Rafro at the moment. Zenith getting one, and it's getting traded out immediately by Rossi. It's 3 against 1 for Ghost Verified, and I don't think he can pull this off against Raf. Ghost Verified should be shut down immediately by either of these players. Rapro still looking for that pick. That connection gets it, and Kara taking down Ghost Verified to get the first round for Blaze Esports. I think they are back, guys. Blaze Esports is still on their prime, and TheRADSyndicate, although they had a fair chance for 13-16 at the last game against Blaze Esports, I don't think it's just gonna be that similar of a gameplay today from TheRADSyndicate. Blaze Esports were playing for fun in that game at the beginning, if I remember right, and now I think they are really serious when it is the last game. And it's a best of 3, so Blaze Esports and the TheRADSyndicate, they do have a fair chance against each other. Just win 2 games and take the tourney, you know. And the flash comes right in from Kara. They are going into Hut, and that Molly is just gonna fall down right there. Rafro still looking for a pick. That Heaven might be picked out, yes, and Kara and Rossi able to take down Radvision. Zenith is just lurking onto the lobby, trying to pick one player up. Ghost Verified just looking for a player right down Squeaky. Paradox able to pick out Marzel. That is gonna be crucial, but SK Rossi gonna be able to take out Paradox immediately. If Rafro spam shots, he is dead, but no. He's gonna fall back and connect right onto Zenith. Can he get a second connection? SK Rossi, I think he knows that player is right there. Just get him. Just get another one? No. But Ghost Verif able to take SK Rossi down. This is a fair chance, but Rafro, what a shot onto Zenith. It's just Ghost Verified just underwent and just I think Rafro does know that the players went, and Rossi might be pushing up right now. That wall bang! What an IQ play from Rossi right there. That takes down Ghost Verified immediately. That is some thought process going on in his head that he might be on Wend, and I could just be able to connect, and he probably wouldn't peek out as he only has that USPS. All players seems to be buying M4. Paradox going for that AUG. 4 AKs and 1 scout in the hands of Blaze Esports. I think, again, Blaze Esports should be able to close this round pretty easily. SK Rossi pushing up onto Squeaky. That Molly is gonna go on to Hut from Ghost Verified. Kara is right there, just waiting for maybe a garage player to peek out. That smoke is gonna come on from ramp, covering any kind of immediate peaks onto ramp right there from radio. Rafro, amazing pick onto Paradox right there. What a flick! Just a peek and a flick in the time of a lightning strike. Ghost Verified able to take out Kara. Rafro just gonna trade that scout out for an AK. I think he should stick to the scout, but this late game, it can be in anybody's hand, and one shot is not gonna be enough unless he hits the head correctly every single time. Rafro is just gonna, Mars is gonna go for that flash from Silo. Hopefully able to flash somebody out. Paradox lurking right outside B. Zenith is gonna proceed onto radio. Rossi should be able to pick one out. Vision taken down by Rossi. Checking every single corner. That Molly is gonna right go on to Heaven. That is gonna force him outside. SK Rossi able to take out Zenith. Does he get the pick right there? Yes, he does. Rossi able to take out Ghost Verified. The plant is gonna go down for Marzo. It is just INNO3D against Rossi, Marzo, SK Rossi, and Rafro. INNO3D just waiting outside Mini. Or am I wrong? I think he's right outside Silo. Everybody's Rossi just gonna predict that position, and Nate does not connect onto him. Rafro still looking for that to pick outside of B. And Nate is gonna go down. INNO3D is just gonna have to pray for his life and save that M4 right here. As if he gets even merely caught, he's gonna go down. Marzel just avoids that angle completely, or is he gonna find it in time? I do not think he is, but that is it. The third round goes to Blaze Esports as well. The fourth round is commencing. A 3-round lead. But as TheRADSyndicates have already purchased that gone for that full buy last round, there are not going to be enough funds to just go for another one. So half the team is, more than half the team is have to go for a half buy, and INNO3D saving that M4 and has kit, so this round is still possible as a team of TheRADSyndicate's caliber can take Blaze eSports down. Does not have to be mere luck or anything. Then it should be able to pick one down on radio if it does push. Then it SK Rossi takes out Paradox, but he himself is tagged up pretty much to 1 HP. That is really unlucky for Paradox. Ghost Verified just waiting outside Squeaky. Looking for any kind of pushes. That ladder footsteps should be really hearable and audible for every single player. Zenith is just gonna hide on B site. Kara waiting for any kind of mini pushes from the CTs. Player right under him. Kara just still taking care of the Heaven. That nade does connect onto Marzu, but just 7 HP. Reduced. Ghost Verified does get taken down by Rossi. One player left on A site gets taken down by Rapro. Vision is also down. SK Rossi just spamming out right there. And Zenith is gonna be quick to reach that place. Does he check Silo? He does not. Should be taken out. Oh, what a shot by Zenith! That is SK Rossi, just 1 HP. He's just gonna go down, but that is a headshot nonetheless. Kara just closed the round out by killing Zenith. That is the 4th round for Blaze eSports. The economy is pretty much damaged on the TheRADSyndicate side, but they should be able to buy a couple of M4s and an AWP. Okay. That is really good for the TheRADSyndicate, as Vision and INNO3D should also be able to buy M4s and a bit of utils to just guard that side and keep it out of Blaze eSports' hands. When it's come to the 5th round, they seem to have a Mag 7 in Vision's hand. That's Swag 7. He should probably be able to get a couple of kills if he is able to hold that close angle. Vision just gonna hold. Not really visible, but Paradox still looking for that silo pick with that AWP. He has to capitalize with that AWP this round, or it's just gonna be a waste of money against Blaze eSports. INNO3D looking for a pick from Wentz, finding none. SK Rossi's right there on radio. They are gonna push up onto ramp. Just check every single angle that Molly's gonna go through. They are gonna rush ramp, hopefully in time. Vision is gonna Molly out Heaven, expecting a push, but they are gonna go B. That shot is gonna connect onto Zenith. One down, and Paradox is right there. Should be able to take a couple of players down. Vision is gonna jump down onto ramp. What a shot onto Rapro. Rapro is down. Amazing shot from Paradox onto Marzel. That connection is perfect. Should be able to take 2 more players down, and the round should. Rossi able to take 1 down. Kara also takes 1 down, but Kara just gonna close the round by taking out Vision. Paradox not able to connect that much of shot onto the Blaze eSports side, but that is good enough for Kara to just take him down and finish the round and capitalize on that gameplay. That is some swaggy style from Blaze eSports, and the Swag 7 shot perfectly placed by the TheRADSyndicate right onto the head of Rapro. He did not expect that vent jump down shot. That is quick on the reflexes, quick to be on the trigger. That is just perfect. But not gonna lend them the round in any case, but Rossi is just gonna go on to Silo. Nice shot from INNO3D, taking out Marzel from Squeaky. They do know that they are going for a half buy, but Rossi is still being quick to be able to spot out Paradox in the right time. INNO3D still checking multiple angles. Kara gonna molly out onto B. That smoke is gonna come right onto Hut. Ghost Verified should be able to take out SK Rossi right here. 1 shot, 2 shot, 3 shot. SK Rossi down in a hot shot. Rossi should be able to connect onto 1. Kara takes down another. It's INNO3D and Vision versus Kara and Rossi. They are gonna go on to B right here. I think they do realize that they jumped down ramp. That smoke is gonna go through on site. Should be able to get an easy planned Kara. Vision is right there outside the doors, the red door, and Rossi is still looking for a backstep. Here's the footstep. Vision should go down right here. Does, and Kara is able to take out INNO3D as well. That's the 6th round going to Blaze eSports. Their economy looks crisp and healthy when it comes to the 7th round of the game, but the TheRADSyndicate not looking that good, as they only has like 4 M4s and 1 AWP with utils. pretty much not going to be enough when it comes to the 7th round of the game against Rafro. Even if Blaze Esports is able to lose this round somehow, they still should be able to like buy 4 AKs and 1 op, no problem, for 2 rounds, hopefully. Kara gonna pick out Paradox, Vision gonna get Marzel. It's a 4v4 for Blaze Esports. Nobody decides to aggressively peek any kind of corners, but Rafro is able to take out INNO3D. That aggressive peek does not prove to be good for him. There is one player, Heaven, but just Ghost Verified gets spotted out right here. He expects the push and takes down Razi. Rafro is still there as a backup. Zenith knows that one player is outside Heaven. Spots Rafro. Is that gonna be enough to take out Rafro? Yes, it is. Zenith's gonna be able to take out Rafro. Vision gonna take care of Kara. Last guy left, SK Razi. Also gonna get taken down by Vision. That is a closure from Vision right there. A good gameplay as one player does not decide to peek Heaven, but another is just there to just close him down as the info is already taken. No aggressive peeks whatsoever. Unnecessary peeks have been absolutely kept to a minimum in here by Blaze Esports with TheRADSyndicate. It's an 8th round commencing, and as I said, they are able to buy a full AK and off buy, even though that they lose that round. And INNO3D are going to be able to close out one. Paradox are going to get Marzel as well. 3v5 situation for Blaze Esports, not looking good on this round, but SK Razi is still alive with that AWP. Passed down to Kara. Kara is still alive with that AWP, and that AWP should be able to take a bit of damage down. But Zenith's gonna be able to take down one. Immediately gonna fall back onto ramp, just gonna run onto B side as he knows he's in risk. Maybe dropping down onto Dark at the moment, but no, he's just gonna post step right. SK Razi gonna take down Ghost Verified, and they should be able to proceed to Heaven. Still checking for any kind of ramp picks. Zenith is staying right there, right outside ramp. Does know that they should be pushing at any moment, but Rossi should be able to connect. Yes, Zenith is completely taken down. Paradox connecting one, should be able to connect second. Water like shot by Paradox. Low HP, easily closed that round. Just clapped Blaze Esports on 2 rounds consecutively. That should be able to take down their economy pretty good. That utils are gonna cost them, but should be able to buy some MAC-10s and AKs in this round. Just SK Rossi gonna have to go for that MAC-10, but every single other player is able to go for either an AWP or an AK-47. And they are gonna hold multiple angles. They have backed up that round. We started that round as no kills have commenced. I think they are having some kind of a issue right there with that match config. Maybe they did not buy correctly or something. The round has been reversed. They should be able to buy again in the right manner. If there has been a wrong buy, that is. Blaze Esports is still gonna go for that same config. 1 op, 1 MAC-10 and 3 AKs. Vision left the game. So it is not a wrong buy, it's just a technical issue on the side of the TheRADSyndicates. And they just gonna have to take the pause. As I said, the Blaze Esports were able to secure 6 round early game and make their economy as crisp as possible, but even though like the TheRADSyndicates were able to close down 2 rounds in a consecutive manner against Blaze Esports, they still have the funds to buy a couple of AKs, an AWP, and for exactly 3 AKs, 1 AWP, and a MAC-10, and still have a bit of change left to buy some utils. Now SK Rossi should be able to drop a AK down onto Rossi, but he decides not to, as he does have to buy that armor and other utils for his whole team, and that should prove great when it comes to the 9th round of the game, as TheRADSyndicate does seem to be fighting back in a closure manner, as they are holding more advanced angles at the moment, not just It's not just on top of hut, not on top of heaven. It is basically if one player is heaven and one T is trying to attack him, there's a second player always there to back him up and come outside of hell and save the player heaven. And not just 1v1 fights. It's not just 1v1 fights going on right here. And Vision is back to the game. It should be a fair fight against Blaze Esports if RADSyndicate does play in the exact manner they have been playing at the moment. They should be able to close a couple of rounds before the halftime and maybe even get to a draw before halftime, if possible, against Blaze Esports. As they seem at the moment, Blaze Esports is still in the top of the game, in the prime at the moment, but the Rads are able to close a couple of rounds with the help of Paradox. If Paradox is gonna go back to his prime, just how he played against Blaze the last time, it's just gonna be amazing. As INNO3D on Inferno was able to close a round with an op by getting 3 Ks just outside barrels and just taking out 3 players with some amazing flicks. Just a corner of the scope gets the leg of a CT player and the T player, and he's just able to flick right onto his chest. No problems faced. Just 3 players down consecutively, one by one, and it is just an amazing gameplay when INNO3D is on that Blaze. But Blaze Esports looking to be absolutely furious as the game was so close, and they probably did not expect it to be that close as they are the #1 team in India at the moment. Seems to be a complete reset as they are going to have to buy back again. The unpause is going to commence, and I think more players are holding A as the attack normally comes primarily onto outside and Squeaky, and after that it just proceeds onto B from Blaze Esports. That has been the continuous pattern right now being faced by the RADSyndicates, and they should be quick to learn and adapt to these changes and just watch outside and A more rigorously after the 9th round. Onto the 9th round of the game, they are seeming to be, does seem to be 3 players A, actually 4A and 1B, and that is good. If they have 4 players and 1B, then they should be able to close it out, but they are seeming to be rushing B, counteracting their previous measures. They are just gonna rush B and have that site immediately, but Rafro able to close out INNO3D, and that should be it, as it's only Vision and Ghost Verified left to close this round, and they should probably not be able to take in that far safe plan by escape. It's Roz. Kara able to close out Ghost Verified, and Marzel should be able to pick out Vision, and he died. That was a complete mistake, as even if someone like me or somebody else was the IGL of the RADSyndicates, they would have stacked A at that exact moment, but Blaze Esports were smart enough, just showing their standards by going to B and not just rushing A again, rushing A and outside again. Not many players down whatsoever. They know that only one is posting up on B. They are just gonna rush it and take him down, get the plan, smoke it every angle out. But this time, if Paradox RADSyndicates just decide to go A again, it should be a closure, as the half buy should prove devastating for RADSyndicates against Blaze Esports. Game should be taken by a Storm, but strong player Paradox just waiting out there. Kara is able to molly it out. A flash coming onto outside catwalk, but Rafro not able to spot out any players. Paradox is mollied right out. Should be coming face to face with Kara, but he's gonna fall back. The bomb is picked up by Kara. They are gonna go to lobby. Marzel checking radio. That nade is gonna come through, destroy that red door. Kara still watching out for any kind of pushes, but Vision able to close out. One should be falling back immediately. Does decide to stay though, but he's gonna be punished by Marzel, and Rossi gonna take out Paradox. Rapro gonna be able to take the round completely by taking out Ghost Verified. And that was a good initiative by Vision, but not able to back out immediately as he holds a second angle and not just going onto site and just holding a different angle. That was a mistake from Vision, but Blaze Esports knows how to punish every single mistake of the enemy team. Marzel, they are still on a full buy, TheRADSyndicate. The bomb is going to be dropped. They are going to check every single angle. Ghost Verified and Paradox. 3 players pushing radio. That is odd, but Marzel is there to check that angle. That flash is going to come through, and Ghost Verified should be able to pick out Marzel if possible. But Marzel going to fall back immediately. Rossi able to take out one. SK Rossi getting another. Getting naded on, but SK Rossi gonna be able to take another one down as well. That is just Paradox and INNO3D left to defend the sites. SK Rossi knows the position of Paradox, connects completely. And it is just gonna be INNO3D left with that AWP. Should know that one player is right there. What an no-scope connecting right on to Rafro. SK Rossi is there to check that angle, but that nade is gonna come down onto INNO3D, but that is not gonna be enough. INNO3D is gonna be falling back and hopefully saving this rifle, not making any more mistakes by is going and peeking it. SK, what a no scope right onto SK Rossi. That is unbelievable from INNO3D. What a no scope right there. That is that should not be right. That should not be a connection. INNO3D just able to take that op down. They are not gonna be taking any more challenges onto INNO3D. Or are they? SK Rossi. Rossi seems to be just pushing and trying to find INNO3D, but they're falling back onto side. And that is a possible wall bang right there for anyone who's confused. Nuke is a double layered map. There is an A side which is on top and the B side which is on the bottom. And you should be able to like wall bang from A side to B, which is under, and vice versa against from B to A as well. 2 MP9s, 1 M4, an XM14, XM104, and an AWP in the hands of the TheRADSyndicate. It's 3 AK, 1 M4, and 1 AWP buy for the TheRADSyndicate, the Blaze Esports. That smoke is gonna come through, and they should be able to push out. Paradox is taken right down. Does not realize that his head was peeking out right there. They are going for B. Does Vision realize? No, they don't. They are going to be able to rush out. That vent molly should give away their position. They should be rotating at the moment, but INNO3D is still going to watch outside and gets a connection right onto Marzel. What a right inner flick from INNO3D, Rafro, and the rest of the team just boosting out and running right on that molly is going to come through, giving away his position. Going to be able to get the plant and falling right back onto side, holding different angles. That's going to fall right out. That smoke should be... That connection should give away his position. SK Rossi should be down right here. Almost going down. But able to fall back. That connection onto the head of INNO3D. What a connection onto Rossi. Gonna be falling back and that flash comes right in. Just gonna save the op again. As the playstyle of Blaze is really hard to counteract. Really hard to make a countermeasure against. As it is completely based on the strats and the strat change in random. It is not an A execute and a B execute and again A. It's not like that, nor is it like 2A, 1B. It is completely random from Blaze Esports right here. Or at least they fake it to be random and just follow the pattern. Coming to the 13th round of the game, Blaze Esports is in an 8 round lead against the TheRADSyndicate. And still has that 4 AK, 1 AWP setup for Blaze Esports. 2 M4s, 1 AK, an XM, and an AWP in the hands of the TheRADSyndicate. That is a connection on Zenith right there. A perfect wall bang from Kara. Paradox still checking every single angle. Should be expecting a player, but should not be able to find any. Rafro just get connected on that. Just take him down to 58 HP, almost half. Marzel gonna molly out to B. A side, I'm sorry. And Paradox should be able to get a pick onto Rafro right here. Should be a trade from Kara if possible. Vision gonna be down on HP. A bit indeed, but Zenith, that XM should be proving devastating. One down, one shot onto SK Rossi. Just gonna spam that angle again, but finding none. Marzel does have the bomb. Blaze eSports seems to be confused as to which side to go to. Is it A or B? Rafro is right there checking an angle, trying to find an opening onto A. Not be completely able as Paradox take down Rossi. Knows that one player is hot. Marzel is still checking the ramp. Paradox just waiting right there and taken down by Kara. 3v3 situation. Goes verified. Should be expecting that, but Rafro able to connect and find his head first. One shot from Zenith should close it out for Rafro. Gonna be falling back, but Kara able to connect perfectly. Last player is outside and taken down by Rafro. They took that round out of nothing. They had nothing. They had really low players as Paradox was able to close out one more player. But still able to get their round back from the graves. It's Blaze eSports against TheRADSyndicate's a 9-round lead for Blaze eSports when it comes to the 14th round of the game. This half is going to be ending soon, and Blaze eSports, I think they are going to take the first map, which is Nuke. Rossi dropping the bomb, still rushing onto site. Watching radio for now. That Molly is going to connect onto Zenith. Not much HP down, but 83 HP left, and the connection onto Rafro, but does know the angle and does know the position of the player. Paradox is going to flash double angles. That Molly is going to come through, then he's going to have to fall back. Rafro able to take him out with the wall bang onto the red boxes. That Molly is going to come through from Marzel. They are going to fall back, take the bomb, and go on to B right here. Go on to A right here. Radio is clear, and Marzel just gonna make sure that it is for a moment. Ozzy gonna pick up the bomb. Try and attempt to go on to B. That shot is able to connect from INNO3D right onto Kara. That's the 4v4 situation for Blaze eSports. That should be proving devastating, and Marzel is able to take out. Goes verified, but INNO3D connecting onto one more. Should be able to take one more down. Rafro should connect onto Vision. That is an expected position for Rafro. What an IQ play. It is not like unrealized position. Should be able to connect right onto Zenith as well. That is amazing. It is not like these players are just going onto random site, finding a player and having to flick right onto it. It is just players walking into their crosshairs and just dying. It is just the game sense that gets the game going. That expectation that one player should be coming and walking right onto the crosshair, and just that crosshair placement, and that knowing they do know that that player should be right there, just walking right on. The crosshair placement is perfect, as they do leave room for them to be able to react. The crosshair is just not perfectly on the wall, as they do have to take a millisecond or less to react onto, to be able to snap onto their heads. That nade is gonna connect, hopefully, just connect, but not enough damage done, as INNO3D should be able to pick out one right here. One connection done. Oh my god, that's another. What a shot onto Marzel, and tagging up one player as well. INNO3D is such a valuable player from TheRADSyndicate. That shot is gonna connect onto INNO3D from Rafro. 4 HP left on his bar. That Molly is gonna close out any pushes. INNO3D is right there, still peeking that angle. That shout, the wallbang does not connect from Kara, but he is really low. Paradox able to take out one. That is a 3v3 situation. Rossi and Marzel both taken down by INNO3D. Are gonna be able to take one more with that 2 HP. That is so devastating. And that is a creative, what a creative play from INNO3D. Then it should be taking that player down, and does connect. Traded immediately by Kara. 2 HP left on INNO3D. 100 HP on Kara. Does he expect this to come through? That shot just connect onto Kara. This can be anybody's round. What a shot from INNO3D. 2 HP. He is closing that round. What a game by INNO3D. That round is a complete donation by INNO3D. It is going to end the half, and it is going to be a 9-round lead for the Blaze eSports team. But still, what a game by INNO3D right there. 12 kills, and should be an amazing amount of ADR on his part, as 90 ADR for INNO3D right there, and 107. That is the highest in the game for SK Rossi, and the headshot percentages are really looking good on the part of INNO3D and Rossi. When we look at these pro games, when we look and see like a really high level of gameplay from teams like the TheRADSyndicate and Blaze Esports, we see almost a really good amount of KD at first, and then it's just the headshot percentages. It's always about 50 or above for almost all players when it comes to, except for Oppers, I would suppose, as they are not in there for getting those headshots. That body shots are completely enough. When we look at it right here, like Paradox has a headshot percentage of 25, and that does signify that he is the primary offer of the game, and he does not have to consecutively hit those headshots onto the enemy players to be getting those kills and supporting his team. And INNO3D was also an offer for the game after the sixth round or something, and that also shows in his headshot percentage as he only has 41 percentage, and but nobody actually in the team of Blaze Esports touching that up for no not really long, have to say, as the headshot percentages are looking really good, and Blaze Esports still coming on top against the TheRADSyndicate. It's gonna be the 16th round of the game. The half is ended, and I think Syndicate should be able to commence a comeback, but Blaze Esports does have the ultimate chances of closing this round whatsoever. Marzel and Kara and Rafro taking down 3 players down. Paradox able to take out Marzel, but that's not going to be enough as Rafro is able to take down Zenith. It's just Paradox taking another 2 down. Right there on Squeaky. And that is not going to be enough. It is just Rafro. Paradox left to close out SK Rossi and Rafro, but Paradox is full HP even on this late round, and SK Rossi does not expect a heaven push at the moment. And I think Paradox is going for that heaven push, if nothing. If he's able to, he should be able to take out Rossi, but SK Rossi now he does expect it, and what a one tap. That crosshair walk-in, that gameplay, game sense is just amazing. That time is calibrated perfectly. That if this much time passes, he should have a chance of coming right onto heaven at the moment. But still, Hut was guarded by Kara right there. 4 MP9s, 1 M4 for Blaze Esports. A complete eco for the TheRADSyndicate again. Should be the 14th round going for Blaze Esports. That double nade should be closing out one player, but almost 44 HP left. Kara able to take out one. Checking silo at the moment. Marzel spots one. Just give the info. Passing it right onto Kara. Was verified right outside the orange doors. INNO3D is still watching and taking out that Desert Eagle. SK Rossi should be able to close out Ghost verified. If they decide to push at the moment, SK Rossi waiting there on outside ramp, waiting there on headshot. I think he should fall back onto headshots and watch the players, but it is his play style, and it's proven to be effective against TheRADSyndicate right till this moment, and I am not sure if the TheRADSyndicate will be able to turn this game around, as Blaze Esports looks coachy on that spot and looks completely comfortable and should be able to take this game without any trouble or tantrum. When it comes to the 17th round of the game, Paradox is still trying to find a headshot. Almost connects right onto the player. Kara is waiting for any push from anywhere, but finds Paradox. The bomb is dropped. And that should be it. That should be the round going to the Blaze Esports. Rossi gonna be able to take out one, and Rafro closing out Vision. Is flanking right down. It is just the last player in there on Venz and Marzo. Gonna be quick to close the round out. That is the 14th round going to Blaze Esports. That looks easy for Blaze Esports right there. Making it completely an easy game for Blaze Esports. TheRADSyndicate's now gonna buy the AKs. Vision gonna choose to go for that Galil AR. Just buy that helmet and armor. Still with 4 MP9s and 1 M4. Gonna pass that M4 onto Rafro. It's SK Rossi. That smoke is gonna come through from INNO3D right onto outside. Nade is gonna destroy the doors, and that Molly is gonna close out any kind of pushes. Marzel should be able to pick up one player. Just realize the strat that shots are gonna come through. That spam is gonna get Ghost Verified down to 28 HP. Every single player is going on to B, and they do realize, but Marzel still gonna check that and hold that angle for a bit. There is one player dark, and Vision should be able to pick him out. But no, as Vision, Rapper is gonna take out one, but Zenith is gonna close out. Rapper, SK Rossi taking one down. Zenith gonna be closed by Rossi and Marzel. INNO3D and Paradox left to take this round from Rossi, Marzel, and SK Rossi. That smoke is gonna come through to cover his pot. Double smokes. The CGs are able to come onto the site. That shot is gonna connect onto Marzel, knows the position, and able to connect onto INNO3D, taking him down. It is just Paradox left to close this round from Rossi, Marzel, and SK Rossi. The bomb is down on site. Paradox looking for a single pick to change this round's course. That barrel is not able to be spotted by Paradox. Knows his position, able to close out one, but Rossi is there to close and get the 15th round of the game. That should be it. Blaze Esports should be able to close this round on the 19th round of the game, as the TheRADSyndicates are gonna go for that force buy right here, as it is match point for Blaze Esports. The first map, Nuke, should be going to Blaze Esports, no problems faced whatsoever. 2 Galils, 1 Mac-10, and 2 Deagles from the TheRADSyndicate. The bomb is gonna be dropped. They are gonna rush onto the site. Rafro gonna be able to take out one. Rossi gonna take INNO3D out. Rafro gonna take out the Ghost Verified as well. It is just Vision and Paradox left. Marzel. That is a mistake from Paradox, as Marzel is able to close him out. Spots the bomb. The bomb is completely dropped. Vision able to take out Tara, but should be taken out by SK Rossi. That is the first map, Nuke, going in favor of Blaze Esports. What a game by Blaze Esports right there. Closing it out with the amazing lead. And it is just gonna be, I see you on the next game, guys. See you on the next map. And it is gonna be between Blaze Esports and the TheRADSyndicate. I think Blaze Esports should be able to close this game and win the tournament. No problems faced, but TheRADSyndicates are the team that comes back at the right moment, comes back at the right time, and hits where it hurts when it is completely required. See you on the map, next map right here, bye. And this has been your caster Adi, and bye bye. Hello and welcome back, guys, to the second map of the game. It is the best of three, and it is on Inferno. And I think Blaze Esports should be able to fairly easily just close this round and just win the tournament right here. But considering the fact that TheRADSyndicate was able to put out an amazing fight against Blaze Esports on the map Inferno, the last game against Blaze Esports, TheRADSyndicate was really suspiciously handled by Blaze Esports when it comes to the Inferno game. But they did prove to be an amazing skill, the TheRADSyndicate, and this should be an interesting gameplay right here from the TheRADSyndicate. If anywhere they are gonna completely be able to beat Blaze Esports, it should be the map on Inferno. And all four players seems to be going on to B. That smoke is gonna come through. It's gonna be a B execute from the TheRADSyndicate. Rossi should be able to connect one, but no, he's gonna have to fall back, taking a bit of damage himself. Close in, no, not even one player out until this time. Gonna be able to connect a couple of shots. Slayer gonna flash him out completely. That anti-flash does not work as SK Rossi is taken down. Marzel is still right there. 90 HP left. Slayer able to connect onto Marzel as Afro with the TheRADSyndicate. Maybe only one, and maybe a third. Not able to connect the third one, right? But still winning that round. It's the TheRADSyndicate closing the first round of the game, and should be able to buy a couple of guns and take out Blaze Esports for a consecutive 2 rounds in this tournament. Second round of the game, and the TheRADSyndicate seems to be buying pretty much all the necessary utils. I think they are going for A this time. Second mid and first mid rush. Hopefully one player is passing on first mid. They are going to check banana as there are 3 players left on A. That mollies and smokes are going to come through onto A site. SK Rossi shoulder peeking mid. Should be able to pick up vision. Tracing him through the wall right there. SK Rossi, that is some level of game sense. Paradox able to close out Rafro. That is unlucky for Rafro right there. That nade is going to come to a double nade. Gonna be able to deal a fraction of damage onto Zenith, but that's not going to be enough whatsoever. Slayer and SK Rossi should be able to get 1 dig, but that timing is amazing. Kara should be going down right here. Return to Kara, but then there's just 2 players left with 5-7s, and does prove to be devastating at some point of the there goes the 5-7 Slayer. Still, that smoke is throwing advantages for the seat completely, as Marvel still looking for a pick. Vision should be able to spot out Kara, but I think they are going for a save at the moment. They are Kara able to take 1 more down. That should be completely crunching down on the economy of the Rad. Yes, and it is. That is not good for the TheRADSyndicate, as they only have 3.5k on average on every single player. And that is not good enough for a complete AK buy, if I'm completely correct. But they are still going for an AK buy. That should be completely crunching on their economy when it comes to the third round of the game, but TheRADSyndicate still able to close 2 rounds in their favor against Blazies. A full AK by 1 P250, 2 5.7s, 1 Desert Eagle, and 1 Galil AR for Hello, and I'm back, guys. I just had a couple of technical issues on the bench, and it's completely fixed now, and I'm back. And sorry for the interruption. And it's gonna be the 15th round of the game, and this is gonna be the first half close right here. And it seems that Syndicates have been able to secure a 6-round lead against the Blaze Esports. And as I said, if they had any chance against the Blaze Esports, and it's gonna be the Inferno match, as Inferno seems to be the jam of the Syndicates completely. Zenith is gonna get taken down by Rafro, and Vision able to take on Kara as well. It is just Vision versus the 4 people, and Rafro should be able to secure this round by killing Vision, and he does. And that is the 5th round for Blaze Esports and a 5-round lead for the Syndicates, and that is gonna be the first half, guys. See you on the next half, and bye bye. Uh, Hello, guys, and hope you can hear me correctly. And as we have analyzed before this game, that if Syndicate is able to have any closure on this game, that is going to be in the Inferno map, as Blaze Esports have faced an ultimate challenge against Syndicates on the last game against Blaze Esports versus Syndicates, and it was a 13. If I'm right, it was a 13-16 game for the Blaze Esports. It was really challenging for Blaze Esports to come out on top with anything against Syndicates, and the comments are filled with hashtag easy for Rad, and that is going to be great for the Syndicates if they are able to get the second map and maybe even win the third map. Who knows? It is just the jam of Syndicates. It seems Inferno is their preferable and perfect map for Syndicates. It is the battlefield is just set up for Syndicates to be able to take down Blaze Esports without any care in the world. And Paradox does seem to be on the top fragging role with 15 kills in his whole team, and Kara being the top fragger of Blaze Esports with 12 kills, and Marzel doing good as well. But it has been, by the looks of it, it has been Blaze Esports have been facing a great amount of challenges from the Syndicates. Now the sides have switched, and the Syndicates are going to have to defend the A and B sides, and it's going to be a 3A stack and 2B. And we have seen some amazing gameplay and gameplay style on the CT side of the last game from the Syndicates. They almost won the round and closed every single T-side pushes on the CT side. And let's see what happens here as Rosie is just gonna clear out Boiler and Chicken Coop. Jump out onto A side, 2 players A short, 1 is going arches. There is a player there to defend that. 2 players playing mid pit and mini pit. Nothing heard from Abs, so Abs is hopefully clear, and they are not checking it already. SK Rosie should be able to pick 1 out, but Paradox able to connect a wallbang with that USPS. Not gonna be enough, as only 25 HP taken out of him. Should be able to get 1, goes for a fight, gets another, and gets picked out by SK Rosie, and SK Rosie able to get down Paradox as well. Vision should be able to get him down. Kara. Marzel is almost down. SK Rosie should be able to pick out Zenith right here. They just realize each other is there, the positions of each other, but Vision is probably gonna go down from SK Rosie. Marzel and Vision having an awkward fight on Graveyard and Pit. INNO3D should be picked out. Does hear the footsteps of 2, and Blaze Marzel is able to take 1 and 2. That is INNO3D down as well. That is just the 6th round going to the Blaze Esports side. Still a 4-round lead for the Syndicates, and Blaze Esports should not be able to come back up against the Syndicates. Although the executes are OP on Inferno when it comes to the B executes. They are almost able to completely clear every single angle on B with smokes and mollies, and should be able to just rush onto site unless that CT boost comes up. It's a fairly easy to do boost, but that deep nades should connect onto a couple of players, but no, they are both gonna fall back at the right time. Marzel is there with a P90. That is the first time I have ever seen Marzel use a P90. I have seen him go for the MAC-10 and the MP9, but no P90s yet. Zenith is just gonna hold that CT angle. Kara gonna check every single angle and make sure that no players are just lurking and hiding on spots. Zenith, if Kara just comes and walks right on, Zenith should be able to pick him out. Rafro is gonna push out the boiler. Should be able to take out EliXiR. EliXiR is down. Should be able to get another one. Paradox able to get one. Ghost Verified able to take down Rafro and Rossi. Closing out Ghost Verified. Immediate trade and Vision. Connecting onto Rossi right here. 17 HP left. Paradox is still there to hold that angle on Arches. Kara taken down. That is a 2 kill from Paradox. What is that? What really is that? Like, that is almost... is that lucky, or that is a headshot from Zenith, closing that round out by killing out Marzel? I am not sure if that's a lucky shot for Paradox or something else. He just flicks onto the second player and completely connects with almost zero visibility. I mean, he should be expecting a player right there, but I think he only saw that small amount of that gun barrel and was able to connect still. He was on low HP, but that was a really amazing gameplay from Paradox, proving that the reflexes and the in-game reactions just kicked in for him. Able to connect a couple of shots right there. EliXiR is down. Rafra able to take down EliXiR. And Rossi still checking every single angle on apps. SK Rossi gonna support Rossi right there. Watching outside apps and boiler. Zenith should smoke it out and fall back, but 2 players are close banana. Marzel has found an opening almost completely onto B. SK Rossi should be able to take down Ghost Verified if he is able to peek, and the Paradox connecting a couple of shots, taking down Kara, taking out SK Rossi as well. Paradox, what a good gameplay. Just turning the round around whenever it is necessary. Spots that Deagle, is he gonna pick it up? Probably not. Vision just gonna back him up on B. That smoke is gonna come through. Now the pushing should be hard, but they are able to push onto site at the right time. SK Rossi. Rossi is able to connect a couple of shots. It is just Rafro versus 3. And Vision is able to close that round and take it out from Blaze Esports' hands. That is a 6-round lead for the TheRADSyndicate, proving extremely challenging against this international team, Blaze Esports. Although being in the scene for a long time, this new roster, TheRADSyndicate is just able to prove their skill. The young talents are just there to show that their value is imminent and should be recognized no matter what. It's gonna go for a mid-pick. Paradox, that nade is gonna connect onto Marzel. 55 HP left on his clock. Paradox should be able to pick out 1. He does the shot, but still take out 2 as Ghost Verified is there to support him. That is 1 HP left on his bar. Ghost Verified should be able to take out 1. Just take out 1. SK Rossi should go down right here. That headshot does not connect, but Ghost Verified goes right down. But Paradox, with that 1 HP, is able to close the round by killing SK Rossi. That is just a 13-6 gameplay. Almost a 7-round lead for the TheRADSyndicate. When it comes to the 20th round of the game, it's 4 AKs. Probably a 5 AK stack for Blaze Esports. And the 3 M4s, 1 MP9 in the hands of Zenith, and the AWP in the hands of Paradox. And Paradox AWPing can do a fair bit of damage on the Blaze Esports, and they have been doing it for a long time. That nade, is that a nade? No, it's not. Paradox should be able to take out the player on pit, and does. What a headshot onto SK Rossi right there. That nade is going to come through, but he is down to 22 HP. Zenith is holding that angle on banana, waiting for Marzel to just push out and show his head onto his crosshair. EliXiR holding an off angle, expecting for an unexpected pick from banana. Paradox is just gonna lurk right on, knows that position of the player. Paradox is able to take out Marzel, tagging him up. It's Zenith. That molly is gonna come through onto Chicken Coop. Rafro should be taken down. Ghost Verified to take down 1. Vision should be able to close it out. It is just Rossi left on A short. No, gives his position away and able to take down 1. Almost takes out 2, but Vision able to close the 14th round in favor of the TheRADSyndicate. That was amazing. TheRADSyndicate just showing a fair bit of competence. That is just amazing from the TheRADSyndicate. Closing a round out, closing 1 game, even 1 map against Blaze Esports should be a record that they could put on their team marks, and it's just an achievement for the TheRADSyndicate in overall terms, as Blaze Esports is just struggling completely against the TheRADSyndicate, just trying and trying every single time to hold this round. Everyone is rushing B. That is Molly is just gonna take out almost every single one. That Ned is gonna connect as well. Zenith able to take out 2 players. That Fam is gonna connect. Zenith able to take out a 3rd. Should be able to take him out. Yes, he does. 4-player kills for Zenith. What is that right there? That Molly. They expected that banana push to come right through. That is the 15th round for TheRADSyndicate. This has been amazing. TheRADSyndicate just proved their worth and proved their value against Blaze Esports. It just goes to show that Blaze Esports can be defeated by a team like TheRADSyndicate. It's completely original, completely an Indian team. The TheRADSyndicate's taken out Blaze Esports from this second map, hopefully. Although Paradox is picked out immediately. That flash and smoke is gonna come through. Vision is gonna have to fall back. One player just posting up on apps. eSports is still checking his backstab. That flash is gonna come through. He should be able to pick it. Kara is gonna molly arches. That smoke is still there. Should be pretty skeptical. Marzel should be able to spot him. Gets one, but Ghost Verified is there too. Take Marzel out. Ghost Verified posting up right there. Rossi able to take him out. INNO3D able to take out Rapro. He's able to take out one more, but no. SK Rossi gonna close out the play of INNO3D. It is just Zenith left on B. They do have the economy to buy even on the next round, even though they are gonna lose this round. So Zenith, I think, is gonna attempt. Yeah, he is gonna attempt to take out A. Maybe even just go for a couple of exit frags and just devastate their economy if possible. No, he's just gonna go for that round, I suppose. Going on to apps. SK Rossi, I think he does expect him to come up and maybe they do not. That connection is gonna connect onto Zenith. That is, Zenith is down. I would have preferred that Zenith probably should have gone for that exit frags and just tried to take a couple of guns off their hands, so they will be able to defeat them economy wise and just close this game immediately as fast as possible against Blaze Esports. But still, it's gonna be an 8-round lead for TheRADSyndicate, the match point indeed, and Blaze Esports does not have any chances of coming back. If I had to say, that nade is probably gonna connect onto Marzu, but just 2 HP. Not gonna be enough whatsoever. Banana nade is gonna come through, and Paradox is gonna have to fall back. Zenith and Paradox on that op. Rapro should be taken out right here. Wallbangs through the smoke. I'm not sure if he has an angle right there. That was a one-way smoke, I suppose, as he was holding that angle perfectly. Able to get 85 HP off the hands of Ghost Verified though. Rapro not losing much HP whatsoever. That flash is gonna come through. Kara is just gonna peek that angle, probably able to take down the player on arches. But it is gonna be Paradox right there. That is posing a big challenge. He's gonna smoke out arches and molly out to pit, I suppose. Zenith, I think, would have better chances of going A at the moment. That nade is a drop right there. Rossi is gonna be able to close out vision. Marzel still waiting and waiting for the player to push up. I think that bomb is gonna go B. Yes, it is. The players are giving no footsteps. It's gonna be a B execute. That smoke is gonna go through CT. Paradox still expecting a player to be B, but they should be realizing at any moment now that it is an A execute. That first shot from Zenith closes out Rossi. These players should be able to get 3 right here. Gets 2 and falls right back. It is just SK Rossi and Kara again. SK Rossi is going to be able to take out Zenith. 9 seconds left on the clock. The plan should not come through. The plan does go out from SK Rossi. Back the game, SK Rossi is able to take out 1. It's just INNO3D left to close this round around, but Blaze Esports still able to get that 8th round. That is a smart move from SK Rossi, just going for that plant but the Rad Syndicate's not able to defend the site. It's gonna be an 8th round for the Blaze Esports. They are trying their best at the moment against Rad Syndicates. This is no more fun and games. It's just trying their best to get back at this map if possible. Not taking it to the 3rd round of the game. Zenith is just gonna have to command his whole team to go for that half by SK. Rossi is tagged up pretty much for 42 HP. What a shot from Paradox onto Rossi. That is a 1D. Another 1D coming on from Zenith onto Marzel. That is a 3v4 situation, but SK Rossi and Rapro are able to take out 2. They are gonna push up Banana. INNO3D is able to take out 1 more as Kara takes him out. It's a 2v2 situation for Rad Syndicates against the Blaze Esports. 1 player A, 1 on B. And I think they are choosing to go B at the moment. Ghost Verified is expecting for an A push, but realizes it's B. Should be pushing back. Yes, he does. That smoke is going to come through onto CT. That smoke just hit onto Zenith, giving away his position. That plant is going to go down immediately by Rap. Flanking, no, coming back right around this Ghost Verified. Zenith should be able to get a pick if anybody is going to put this angle. Rafro peeking at the right moment, but able to get out. Ghost Verified off the game. It's just going to be Zenith against 2 players. I think he's going for that exit frag onto Raf. Raf able to take him out. What a flick and shot onto Zenith. Rafro is playing at his best at the moment. Climbing back up to 12 kills out of nowhere. It's Rafro. And SK Rossi just gonna... Kara is gonna hold on to that op. Rafro is just gonna go for that AK again. Paradox with the scout, the whole team going for a half by again. They should be able to get their economy back up and running in the next round of the game. Blaze Esports just clutching every single round possible, but Kara is able to connect right onto Paradox. That scout shot does hit, but 1 shot is gonna come and connect from both the players, and the op is just gonna come on top, as we all know. Kara is gonna flash out onto B. Still looking for a player on the outside flanks of Boiler. Not able to find any. Rafro is gonna smoke out the arches. That Molly is gonna come onto site. The mollies and smokes are just coming consecutively without any pauses in between. They are faking A and trying to go on to B. Marzel, if he finds an opening right here, it is the 10th round going on to the T side. Gets 1, gets 2. That flash is amazing from Kara. The bomb is gonna go down. It's just Vision and Ghost Verified left to deal with. And I don't think they would be able to. They are just gonna stay on site. Rossi is just lurking right around and should be able to pick out 1. He is coming backstab. How does he realize that? How does Rossi realize that he might be backstabbing? No sound cues given whatsoever. But that spidey sense just kicks in and checks behind and finds the last player. That is just amazing from amazing gameplay from Rossi. That's the 10th round going for Blaze Esports. They have been consecutively coming right back up and facing the Rad Syndicate. Going for that desperate full bites, the Rad Syndicate. It might be easy for Rad, but Blaze Esports are surely making it hard for them to just...
आज ही बाय कीजिए अपने लिए गेमिंग या फिर प्रोडक्टिविटी प्री बिल्ड पीसी एट द बेस्ट प्राइजेस। विजिट कीजिए www.smcinternational.in और सेलेक्ट कीजिए हमारे प्री बिल्ड रिग्स में से अपना मनपसंद पीसी। अगर आप इनका हैंड्स ऑन एक्सपीरियंस लेना चाहते हैं तो आप विजिट कर सकते हैं एसएमसी इंटरनेशनल के नेहरू प्लेस शोरूम पर। कस्टम बिल्ड्स के कोड्स के लिए आप नीचे दिए गए कॉन्टैक्ट नंबर्स या फिर ईमेल एड्रेस पर हमें कॉन्टैक्ट भी कर सकते हैं।
Hello guys, and I'm back right here. Your caster is Addy, and I was having some more technical issues. It's basically electricity right here, and We are on a 3-round lead. Blaze eSports sitting on a 3-round lead when it comes to the first half of the game, and seems to be looking pretty good against TheRADSyndicate's on Vertigo right here. Kara is gonna flash it out. Ghost Verified should be able to find out SK Rossi right there. Does take him out, and the Ghost Verified also able to take out Kara. That Molly is gonna come from Rossi. Rossi gonna take out one. Marzel should be able to pick out one player right there, and Rossi. Does he find INNO3D? It does. He does. Falls right back. That wall bang does not hit from individual. Right there, Rossi's gonna take out Zenith. Vision on Ram finds Rossi, and it's Marzel and Rafro against Vision and Paradox. Paradox come in right up onto site. Vision finds one, and it's just Rafro facing off against you. Gonna get the bomb down. Rafro still holding on to the M4, waiting to spot either. Vision should be able to spot out Rafro right here as Paradox is on a crossfire. Rafro does find Paradox, but Vision is able to close that round for the TheRADSyndicate. That is a 4-6 gameplay from Blaze versus TheRADSyndicate on Vertigo. Really taking advantage of the Inferno map on the last game. That was the TheRADSyndicate able to get back on their feet, able to get back on this tournament, proving that they are a big challenge against Blaze eSports. Gonna rush through mid on 2. Is gonna be able to find out Marzel. Yes, he is. Picks out Marzel immediately. That AK is still there. SK Rossi. Rossi is trying to get a pick with that CZ75, but tagging a couple of players out, but he himself is down to 41 HP. Paradox is gonna be able to pick one out. Rafro is down. It is just Kara, Rossi, and SK Rossi. Vision should be able to get a backstab pick. Right here, Kara should be down, but Kara able to pick out Vision without any problem. Just shoots right onto the head of Zenith. That is some fishy plays from Kara. Not saying that he's fishy or anything, but that was just a good shot. That was right on the head of Zenith through the wall. No way he could have spotted the Paradox that gets tagged up. Able to take down SK Rossi. It is just Kara and Rossi again. All 4 players. 3 was verified able to take down Rossi. It's just Kara. Just on that boost position. Left alone. Should be taken down, and INNO3D is quick to close the round in their favor. It's a 5-6, a 1-round lead. The lead is minimizing itself by time for Blaze eSports. It's a 1-round lead when it comes to the 12th round of the game. Going for that 4 M4 1 op by its Blaze eSports, and a 4 AK and 1 AWP for the TheRADSyndicate as well. I think SK Rossi and Kara are both going for that AWP play. Right here, Marzel should be able to pick out a couple of players, but unexpectedly, phasing 3, and Paradox is able to take care of Kara as well. Rafro should be able to get a pick right here, and Vision is down. It is SK Rossi, and Paradox is able to get down SK Rossi as well. It is just Rafro left to wrap this round, and I think they are going to close this lead to a tie, as they are going to get the bomb plant down. Paradox able to plant the bomb on the A site, immediately falling back, still looking for Rafro. Rafro's going to jump right on it, trying to get that wall bang as he knows the position of Paradox at the moment. Should be able to close this round. That tag does come through. 17 HP left on his clock, left on his HP bar, I'm sorry. INNO3D still looking to pick out Rafro. Rafro is just gonna have to hide and wait his time away. That's Paradox. What a shot. That wallbang does connect right onto the head of Rafro, closing that lead. There is no lead left for Blaze eSports. If TheRADSyndicate will be able to take this tournament, that would be out of this world against Blaze eSports. Should have been a comfortable tournament for Blaze eSports. Does seem to struggle a lot against the TheRADSyndicate. They are gonna have to go for a half buy right here on the 13th round of the game. They should be having a bit of heavy comms going on. Tags up his teammate. Gonna have to fall back. Marzel is just 34 HP. Gets in the line of fire of SK Rossi. I'm sorry, Rafro. SK Rossi gonna get a 1D right onto Zenith. gonna fall back immediately. It is a 5v4 situation for the TheRADSyndicate. Vision is down to 46 HP. Marvel 34. That flash is just gonna go right onto B. They are all gonna push out. Rappro's position is still unknown, but able to pick him out as INNO3D. Kara gonna get one. Kara gonna get a second one. And Ghost Verify takes him down, but Marzel is there to take him down as well. Paradox is the last player left, gonna have to fall back as SK Rossi is waiting for that backstab. Does get Paradox right down. That footstep Q does give out the position of SK Rossi, but not gonna be able to get the shot right onto him. It's Paradox. That round is completely turned around by Blaze eSports, although Marzel was quick to receive that team damage on the start of the round. Not gonna be enough. That P250 is just gonna devastate every single player on B. That is unlucky for TheRADSyndicate, as they are the ones to go for the half by the 14th round of the game. Almost a half and a 1-round lead for the Blaze eSports. Never got on a lead here, TheRADSyndicate. Rossi is just still checking that angle. That nade is gonna connect. It's not. Vision and Ghost Verified Zenith. Everybody is pushing B at the moment. Pushing mid. Zenith should be able to get the position of Marvel down, but gonna be connecting onto SK Rossi. That nade is gonna connect. No, it's not. Everyone is gonna push back. INNO3D, what a 1D onto Marzel. Kara is able to take down Vision, but it's a 2v4 situation for the TheRADSyndicate against Blaze eSports. INNO3D is gonna fall back with that Desert Eagle. Just gonna push up onto B, while Raffro waits for Paradox to push out and push out of the ramp. Paradox still just waiting on that angle. That smoke is gonna go through on site. Another flash, and it is Kara and Raffro, and Kara should be able to take one down. That smoke spam does not connect. INNO3D taking one down, and Kara should be taken down here, but no. But he's able to get one. That off shot should connect on Paradox. What a no-scope from Kara. That is a 2-round lead and 8-round overall for Blaze eSports. TheRADSyndicate 6 round, 2 rounds down against Blaze eSports. Last round of the half against Blaze. TheRADSyndicate's gonna have to force that by 4 AKs, and the Paradox also gets that AK while Zenith is going for that Desert Eagle. The buy is flimsy from the TheRADSyndicate, but they should be able to adjust as they are the T-sided players. Can you get a pick right here on the Kara? Zenith is gonna just lurk onto the site, watching for any kind of pushes. Vision is gonna push out mid, and Molly is gonna come through, but not gonna be able to connect it right onto the player. Paradox still looking for a one-way or a push off the smoke on of Sword. Paradox should be picked up right here by SK Rossi does, and Marzel able to get Ghost Verified down as well. Raffro on a cheeky little angle, boosted up. They should not be expecting that as Vision goes right down, and Raffro gonna be able to get one more. And it is just Zenith and INNO3D left. The plant is gonna go down. Marzel is probably gonna spam it right out, and INNO3D is down. It is just Zenith left. That nade is gonna connect perfectly. 48 HP left on his clock on ramp. Zenith is just wrapped around by everyone, and Marzel is gonna be able to close it for a 3-round lead and a 9-round half for Blaze eSports. That was really amazing. And the way that and it's the halftime, and I would see you on the next half by. And it has been your caster Adi. See you on the next half. Bye bye.
आज ही बाय कीजिए अपने लिए गेमिंग या फिर प्रोडक्टिविटी प्री बिल्ड पीसी एट द बेस्ट प्राइजेस। विजिट कीजिए www.smcinternational.in और सेलेक्ट कीजिए हमारे प्री बिल्ड रिग्स में से अपना मनपसंद पीसी। अगर आप इनका हैंड्स ऑन एक्सपीरियंस लेना चाहते हैं तो आप विजिट कर सकते हैं एसएमसी इंटरनेशनल के नेहरू प्लेस शोरूम पर। कस्टम बिल्ड्स के कोड्स के लिए आप नीचे दिए गए कॉन्टैक्ट नंबर्स या फिर ईमेल एड्रेस पर हमें कॉन्टैक्ट भी कर सकते हैं।
Hello guys and welcome back to the second half of the game of the finals of INNO3D Champions League powered by EliXiR eSports. It's Blaze eSports sitting on a comfortable 3-round lead against TheRADSyndicate, but the Rads are going to have to struggle on the CT side to keep Blaze eSports off their arms and just wipe them off this whole game. Should be able to pick out Rafro right here, but Rafro Paradox is walking right onto the crosshair of Rosie and Rossi. Does get the connection on Paradox, and Tara gonna take out Zenith as well. SK Rossi able to take down Vision, and it's just Ghost Verified and INNO3D left to get this eco round, the first round of the game, and this is a really important round. If you know what you're doing, and the INNO3D is gonna take out Kara. Can he get SK Rossi? Probably gonna get picked out right here, but is it gonna be SK Rossi? Yes, it is. Now it's a 2v3 situation for Blaze eSports, and it's hard to phase. This Marvel is just holding that angle. He can go for that backstab against them. That footstep few just give away his position. And Ghost Verified is going to be able to pick out Marvel as well. And what a shot from Raffer right there, connecting onto Ghost Verified. A perfect shot. And that's a 4-round lead going on to the 17th round of the game for Blaze eSports. The TheRADSyndicate's on 6th. And the economy really looked messed up on the side of the TheRADSyndicate as Blaze eSports is able to buy. And Rossi is going for that odd pick of MP and MP5. Just has to be there. One odd pick, one odd weapon buy every single round. It's just the norm nowadays. That nade and flash is going to come out, but let's see how well Rossi is able to capitalize with that MP5, MP9. Oh, sorry, MP5, I'm sorry. Just get one kill, okay. It's already has proven its worth with that MP9 as he knows what he's doing absolutely. Zenith is just gonna wait for SK Rossi or Rossi to just pick out. And Kara is pointing right at his head, getting out Zenith. And probably getting out Vision as well as Rossi is able to connect a couple of shots right here. Gets that one tap, double tap onto Rossi. Vision and Rossi, what a shot on the Ghost Verified right there as Rafro is able to close the round by just killing INNO3D. That is a 5-round lead for Blaze eSports, and they are looking comfortable on that lead. It is getting harder and harder for TheRADSyndicates to hold the CT side. It is not similar to the T side whatsoever, as Blaze eSports are just taking every advantage of their mistakes. Has the utils, again a 3 AK, 1 Galil, and an MP5. While Paradox is gonna be able to get back on that op, they are all gonna rush to ramp onto B, ramp onto A side. That flashes are gonna come through. Rossi checking every single angle. Ghost Verified just gonna be hiding right there with that M4. Kara is gonna smoke it out. The bomb is still with Kara. Rossi is still checking every single angle possible. Taking out Zenith with that MP5. Taking another one. Ghost Verified is also down. Multiple headshots. Paradox should be able to connect, and Raffer is down. Another one by Cake killing Marzel. It is just a 3v3 turned around by Paradox completely. That shot is going to give away his position. Vision is still checking any entries onto B. That nade is going to come through, but it's going to fail. Dealing a bit of damage to the teammate, but Rossi is trying to get a flank on. Probably going to be able to get that INNO3D. And Paradox is down to 6 HP. That MP5 is still viable completely against Paradox. Does get him down as well. That is a 4 kill, I think, for Rossi. With that MP5, should be able to take out Vision, and he does. That's an ace right there for Rossi. What a play with that MP5. Completely devastating any predictions. That the caster comment was completely avoided, and almost getting 4 kills with that MP5 and getting one with his M4 that he just picked up off the floor. gonna just grant that 12th round for Blaze eSports, sitting on a 6th round comfy lead. When it comes to the 19th round of the game, Raptor is just gonna hold that angle. Paradox is just gonna walk right into that crosshair as Raptor is gonna be able to take down Paradox. INNO3D still waiting, getting a second shot right onto Marzel. Zenith is down to 6 HP. RawZe should be able to pick Ghost Verified. Does. Zenith is also down. The side is completely clear. The molly is gonna come through from Zenith. RawZe is still alive, proving to be what holds the binding of this whole team. RawZe Vision is gonna push right up. Probably able to take down Kara, but no. Raptor is just gonna assist him. Just gonna get the plan down as well. And RawZe should be able to close the round by killing in. That is the 13th round going for Blaze eSports. Rad seemed to have almost had it until the first half. Now completely collapsing on the weight of the T-sided plays of Blaze eSports. TheRADSyndicate should still be able to prove Blaze wrong, as they are the underdogs of this game. Ghost Verified and Paradox getting that AWP. I don't know what that nade is going to be useful for. Never seen that ever. The smoke is gonna go right onto A, and Molly is gonna be smoked out. That Molly smoke bug is gonna take a bit of damage onto Kara. The plant is gonna go to Paradox, taking 2 down apparently. That flash is gonna come through from stopping Paradox completely, but INNO3D is gonna be picking out 1, but Raptor is there to immediately trade INNO3D out. A 2v3 situation. Paradox should be able to get 1 pick, but Raptor, what a flick onto Paradox right there. That reflexes does click, doesn't it? Raptor able to get the plan. It is Ghost Verified and Zenith left to close this round. They are just gonna hide, not gonna peek whatsoever, but Raptor gonna get a couple of shots on Zenith. Ghost Verified should be able to pick Raptor out if possible. Does get, and it is just SK RawZe left right there, picks out Zenith, gives away his position. The smoke is gonna come through. He's gonna just stay in that smoke for a while. Ghost Verified goes for the smoke spam, but the time play is gonna come through perfectly, as there's no much time to defuse the bomb. RawZe should be able to pick him out easily. Ghost Verified, it's gonna go down. That bomb is gonna explode. That is the 14th round. What a smart play from SK RawZe right there. 14th round going to Blaze eSports, and an 8th round lead. And I don't see any chances of TheRADSyndicates coming back against Blaze eSports at this. The IQ is too heavy to handle. Even almost coming back as Inferno against the TheRADSyndicate, but what an underdog payoff from the TheRADSyndicate. Really sportsmanlike, really amazing against the Blaze eSports team. The nade is gonna come through and gonna connect on event. They are gonna push up as fast as possible. RawZe gonna take down 1. INNO3D is gonna trade out RawZe. That's gonna be taking out Kara as well, but Marzel and SK RawZe, they're gonna take out 2, and Marzel is gonna be ending the round by taking down Vision. And there is an end and a beginning, and I assure you guys this tournament is not going to be the end of things. I'm hoping to see you guys more, and I'm hoping that I can cast more for you guys, and if possible, make the gameplay interesting, as this game is probably going to be closed by Blaze eSports at the 22nd round of the game. It's an early celebration, but there is absolutely no chance of just getting like that. RawZe and SK RawZe and Kara able to take him out completely. RawZe is just gonna molly it out, and the smoke is gonna come. It's almost the last round, and Blaze eSports should be able to take it completely out. INNO3D is still checking that angle. Should be able to find a player. It's just 2 players, 2 oppers. 2 amazing oppers, but against 3 players, I don't think it's completely possible. Paradox is still waiting right there. That flash is gonna come through from SK RawZe. Second flash, really brutal by nature game from Blaze eSports and the TheRADSyndicate. And INNO3D is gonna be able to close out 1, but it's gonna get picked out by SK RawZe as second as well, but no. Paradox still has this in, can get the defuse, but no kits whatsoever, but he's able to get the defuse for the 7th round of the game. And that's gonna be a 7th round going for Blaze. TheRADSyndicate's just saving them on that do or die situation. This is more interesting than ever gameplay from TheRADSyndicate. It is just gonna clutch that economy of Blaze Esports. Still has the match point in their hands. The TheRADSyndicates are gonna have to go for that desperate buy, as Paradox still only has that USPS in his hands. Who is gonna be your ICL champions today, ladies and gentlemen? We are just waiting and waiting patiently for this game to be in the hands of TheRADSyndicates, but the Blaze is just too much for them to handle. The underdogs are going down, but INNO3D is gonna pick out Marzel. Vision is gonna smoke it out, just holding any pushes. Rossi is still trying to get onto one side, but Rafro and Kara supporting each other. Rossi still checking that angle that Molly is gonna come through. It is gonna have to force him out, but Rossi is gonna be able to pick out, goes verified. Rafro still looking for a pick. It's a 4v4 situation. Kara and SK and Rossi are down to really low, below half HP. And Zenith is right there, just waiting for that side push. That smoke is gonna come through. SK Rossi should be able to take out Vision, but Vision in that close range, just that SMG is gonna prove devastating. And INNO3D able to get one. Kara is gonna be able to get one as well, but Rafro, that smoke spam is gonna connect. Paradox connecting onto Rafro. It is just Kara left on this round, and Zenith gets it for the 8th round of the game. Will they be able to take it to the overtimes? But I'm not sure. Blaze Esports still sitting comfy on that match point. This does almost feel like Blaze Esports trying to come back against the TheRADSyndicates on the Inferno map on the last game, second map of the game. It is map 3 of 3. Everyone is waiting for that ICL champion to come through. The celebrations are on. Rafro is just gonna flash, double flash B side, realizing that push is gonna come through. Then it is still checking every single angle possible, connecting onto Rossi. It's a 3v5 situation. Goes verified, goes down. Knows the position of Kara. Water wall bang from Kara right there onto Zenith. Vision gonna take out Rafro, but Marzel and Kara are still alive and left. Vision should close out Marzel, or things are gonna go south for TheRADSyndicates. Vision does go down. It is just gonna be Paradox and INNO3D left to deal with these two players. Paradox is gonna have to be pushed out of this position. Can he, or can he not? He should be able to connect onto one, just connect onto one, takes out the USPS, spots the second player, almost Kara is gonna fall back, almost dying, knows the position of Kara. Paradox, can he close this round out? The do or die situation for both. Kara out of bullets, gonna get the Tech 9 out. Is it gonna be a Tech 9 kill? It is, and there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The ICL champions of INNO3D Champions Leagues by SMC International, powered by EliXiR eSports. It's Blaze Esports, guys. The Blaze is blazing with fire. It is just the winner of the ICL Championship. What a brutal by gameplay, brutal by nature gameplay from Blaze Esports. It is the end of the whole tournament. They are gonna get the 10k rupees onto their hands, and that is it, guys. There you have it, your ICL champion. See you on the pre-show. See you on the next one. It has been your caster Hadi. Hope you have an amazing day and enjoy with your ICL champions. It has been Blaze Esports. What a gameplay by TheRADSyndicates as well. We have to mention their power right here against Blaze Esports. It has been good. It has been an amazing clap.